About 1,000 migrants at the peak crossed Mexico in a caravan. It started March 25th in the city of Tapachula near the Guatemalan border, and they started arriving in large numbers last week in Tijuana. About 200 were ready to claim asylum on Sunday, but they were blocked because the U.S. authorities said there was no room to accommodate them at this border crossing here in San Diego. Last night about the first 8 were allowed in, and this morning organizers are saying that another 6 were allowed in. So that leaves about 140 or 150 that are still waiting in Tijuana. Many of them are camped out in a large patio that leads into the border crossing. The Mexican authorities have erected gates so that they don't impede the flow of people going to work, school, and for visits. The people seeking asylum are almost entirely from Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras, fleeing violence. I talked to at least a dozen of them, and there were horrible stories about how they were being threatened, their lives were being threatened. To qualify, they have to meet a very limited criteria, narrow set of criteria, which include political affiliation, religion, nationality, a couple other things. And I will say the Central Americans have had a very low success rate at eventually winning asylum. It could take several years. The courts are backlogged with nearly 700,000 cases, so it could take 3 years or more for these asylum cases to be resolved. It's unlikely they would be detained that long, but they have a long road ahead.